Up between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Felton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw is King. To throw on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. But he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to have the first down past the 20, and finally taken down at the 26-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, Charlie!
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Here we go,
To throw, it's Wentz. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Felton. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check like 40. Check like 40. Time to go. Night. Move.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run the counter. Felton. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Back to throw. King. The pass complete. It's Bird. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Demir Bird. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Geis. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4. Haskins. And this is Latimer, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check out under 10, under 10, 10.
Check the backer. 53 is the mic. 50. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
2nd down and goal. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come up in an offset eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Let's go.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll run for it. Geis. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Tyson. 81.
Let's put that team on it.
Hey, Haywood. Let's stack.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He'll take it at the 42. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now Haskins to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
3 down, 3 down.
Again, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Hatchet, Hatchet. Motion. Watch him. Watch the twist. Back.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Joker.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick-6. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Felton. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
There we go. Back. 180. 40. 82. 40.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the blast.
57.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He's going to run, but he's got a long... And a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Redskins.
Here we go.
Check.
Switch. Showing up.
Now a run with Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Second down, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4.
Let's go. Check Mike 40. Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Haskins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run with Geis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. On second and 7, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felton, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. That brings forth a 3rd and long. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Felton. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
On second down now, Felton. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Switch up, switch up. Tighten up, tighten up.
On second down, Felton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now it's Haskins. And he's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 3rd and goal, Haskins eluding the pressure. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Brandon Graham in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Check. 53 to Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Shoot!
46 down, man, 5-4.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
Hey, Echo.
You go night-night. Son, go night-night.
Mike, you're done.
Wentz. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout.